I am Florence Scovel Shinn, and I want you to imagine something very specific before I say anything else. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that money no longer feels confusing, heavy, or out of reach. Imagine that your mind feels calm when you think about finances, not tense or uncertain. Most people believe money is controlled by luck, background, or opportunity. But I learned long ago that money is first controlled by the mind that receives it. What if I told you that your brain can be trained, just like a muscle, to recognize wealth as normal? Not through pressure or stress, but through clarity, repetition, and gentle discipline. When your brain learns what it is working toward, it begins to guide your actions without struggle, and money starts responding to you differently. During my life, I watched intelligent, capable people remain stuck, not because they lacked effort, but because their minds were untrained in direction. A mind without a clear financial goal wanders, and a wandering mind cannot gather abundance. Money flows toward clarity. When you give your brain a destination, it begins to filter the world differently. Opportunities that once passed unnoticed begin to stand out. Decisions become easier. Distractions lose their power. This is not magic. It is alignment between thought and action. The first step in training your brain for more money is deciding what you want with precision. Vague goals produce vague results. When you say you want more money, the brain has no instructions. But when you define a clear financial objective, something measurable and specific, the mind begins organizing around it. It starts asking different questions. It starts noticing different patterns. Your attention shifts, and attention is the doorway through which money enters. Many people avoid clear goals because they fear disappointment. But uncertainty creates more disappointment than clarity ever could. A defined goal does not trap you, it frees you. It gives your mind a point of focus. Without focus, energy scatters. With focus, energy gathers. Once the goal is clear, the brain must be taught how to think about it. This is where affirmations come in, not as empty repetition, but as mental instruction. The brain believes what it hears consistently, especially when emotion is involved. When you speak affirmations about money, you are not convincing the universe. You are training your inner dialogue. You are replacing old patterns of doubt with new patterns of expectation. Affirmations work best when they feel believable and present. The mind resists statements that feel distant or forced, but it accepts statements that feel calm and natural. When you say that money flows easily through your efforts, your brain begins searching for evidence to support that statement. It adjusts behavior quietly. This is how inner change becomes outer result. Visualization deepens this training because the brain responds to images more strongly than words alone. When you consistently visualize yourself achieving financial success, the brain treats that image as rehearsal. Just as an athlete practices movements before competition, you practice success mentally before it appears physically. This rehearsal builds familiarity, and familiarity removes fear. When the brain feels familiar with success, it stops treating it as a threat. Many people unknowingly push money away because it feels unfamiliar. Visualization corrects this. It allows you to experience success emotionally before it arrives. So when opportunity appears, you are ready instead of hesitant. A vision board is simply a visual anchor for this process. It is not decoration. It is direction. When you see your financial goals daily, your brain receives constant reminders of what matters. These reminders shape priorities. They influence choices. They reinforce commitment without force. I observed that people who surrounded themselves with reminders of their goals acted differently without trying. They spent time differently. They spoke differently. They took risks more calmly. Their behavior aligned with their vision naturally because the brain had accepted it as real. But mental rehearsal alone is incomplete without daily action. Action grounds thought into reality. Even small actions tell the brain that the goal is not imaginary. When you take consistent steps, no matter how simple, you confirm your identity as someone who moves toward financial success. Action does not need to be dramatic. It needs to be consistent. A single aligned action each day reinforces the message that you are serious. The brain responds to consistency more than intensity. Over time, these actions compound. What feels small today becomes powerful through repetition. I want you to understand that the brain resists sudden change but adapts beautifully to gradual repetition. This is why consistency matters more than motivation. Motivation fades, habit remains. When you train your brain daily with clear goals, affirmations, visualization, and action, wealth becomes a habit of thought. Many people think money arrives through effort alone. Effort without direction leads to exhaustion. Direction with steady action leads to growth. When your brain knows what it is working toward, effort feels purposeful instead of draining. There is also an emotional component that must be addressed. The brain avoids what feels stressful. If your financial goals feel heavy or overwhelming, the mind will resist them. That is why your relationship with money must become calm. Calm thinking attracts opportunity because it allows you to respond instead of react. Each time you visualize success calmly, you teach your nervous system that money is safe. Safety invites expansion. When money feels safe, you allow yourself to receive it. Over time, you will notice subtle changes. You will feel more confident discussing finances. You will make decisions faster. You will stop delaying actions that once felt intimidating. These shifts are signs that your brain is being trained successfully. Training the brain for money is not about controlling every thought. It is about choosing what you repeatedly return to. Attention repeated becomes belief. Belief repeated becomes behavior. Behavior repeated becomes reality. I watched people transform their lives not by changing the world, but by changing how their minds interacted with it. When the mind changes, the world responds automatically. This is not coincidence, it is cause and effect. Be patient with yourself during this process. Training takes time, but progress is inevitable when practice is steady. Do not measure success by speed, measure it by consistency. Your financial future is shaped quietly each day by what you think, what you visualize, what you affirm, and what you do. When these elements align, money flows more easily because resistance fades. You are not forcing wealth into existence. You are preparing your mind to recognize and receive it. When the mind is ready, opportunity feels natural. I want you to trust this process. Trust the power of repetition. Trust the intelligence of your own mind. Trust that clarity, practiced daily, leads to results. Your brain is not your enemy. It is your instrument. Train it with patience and intention, and it will guide you toward the financial life you desire. Stay consistent, stay focused, stay calm. Let progress unfold naturally. God bless you.